This is the introduction to confined space safety training, controlled by OSHA 29 CFR 1910.146 and 1926 subpart AA. This subpart covers identification, hazards, permits, and rescue in confined spaces. A confined space is defined as one large enough to enter, but with limited entry and exit, and not designed for continuous occupation. Some examples of confined spaces are tanks, silos, pits, manholes, crawl spaces, and storage bins. The permit required for confined spaces is contain serious hazard, hazardous atmosphere, engulfment risk, or internal configuration that could trap workers. You do not need a permit if the confined space does not contain or have potential to contain those hazards. Hazards of confined spaces include lack of oxygen, toxic gases, flammable vapors, and mechanical electrical equipment. For atmospheric testing, you need to test for oxygen levels, flammables, and toxins using a calibrated meter that continuously monitors the atmospheric conditions. You need written authorization before entry that details the hazards, the controls, and the potential rescue that is valid for a specific task and time. The roles and responsibilities for entrant is the one entering the space, the attendant who monitors it from outside, and the entry supervisor who verifies safety and signs the permit. The procedures are to isolate the space, lock out, tag out equipment, provide ventilation as needed, and test the atmosphere. There must be continuous contact between the entrant and the attendant using radios or voice. When rescue is required, non-entry by the rescue team is preferred. The rescue team needs to be trained and equipped, and they need to practice annually. The retrieval team will use tripods, winches, and harnesses, which are required unless it increases the risk. PPE includes hard hats, gloves, respirators, and if vertical entry, full protection. Training is required for confined spaces before the initial assignment, when the job duties change, and retraining is needed if procedures are not followed. The permit is canceled after the task is completed or if conditions change, and must be retained for 1 year. All permits, training, rescue drills must be maintained in the proper course of business. All contractors must be informed of all hazards and are to coordinate entry and rescue. Common violations include failure to test atmosphere, not permit used, or improper rescue procedures. In summary, the employee and the employer should know the space, test before entry, use permits, and have a rescue plan ready.